Hello, kids. I'm Rosa Parks, and I want to tell you about my life. I was born on February 14th, 1913, in Tuskegee, Alabama, as Rosa Louise McClally. My parents are Leona and James. My mom was a school teacher, and my father was a carpenter. When I was younger, I lived with my grandparents because my parents had split up. My mom made me get a high school education, but it was hard for an African girl like me in the 1920s. I went on to college at Alabama State Teachers College to try and get my high school diploma. However, I had to leave because my mom got very sick and needed my help. Later on in my life, I met Raymond Parks. He was a barber who worked in Montgomery. We fell in love and got married a year later. After the wedding, I went back to school and received my high school diploma. Every day I had to go to different churches, different schools, different water fountains, and different bathrooms, all because I was colored. On the bus, it said "for colored people" in the back. My husband and I wanted to change this. We rode the Freedom Train, which was not supposed to be segregated. On December 1st, 1955, I took a stand for what was right. I sat on the bus after work. The seats were full, and a white man walked on the bus. The bus driver told me to stand up, but I didn't. He told me he would call the police, and they came and arrested me. I was told I would have to pay a $10 fine, but I refused. I decided to take this to a higher court. That night, I got together with a bunch of African American leaders, and we all planned to boycott the city buses. That meant no African Americans would ride the bus. This was difficult because lots of us didn't have cars. It was worth it for us. We did it for 381 days. The press all over the nation shared my story of standing up for what was right. Later, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that the segregation laws in Alabama were unconstitutional. Although I was excited about the change, people threatened me. I was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal as well as the Presidential Medal of Freedom. I died October 24th, 2005, in Detroit, Michigan. Many people came to my funeral to show me their gratitude for the steps I made for civil rights. By deciding to stay in my seat and boycott the buses, I left a mark on history and became a leader. Today, I am a sign of equality in the world. I became a symbol to many African Americans because of my fight for equal rights.